Hello, welcome to the DCG League season. I am Skooks, joined by Fearless here. We are waiting on an invitation to the lobby. Red is not going first because she has not shown up. So Snar is going first, Porkchop second, third, don't know if Red will show up or not. So we're just waiting for invitation. We'll be good to go in a minute. Snar is going as Hag on Cold Tower. This is actually interesting and could work out for him. Maybe if he gets a close enough 3-gen, which it looks like right off the bat he does with incorporating as the Cold Tower. He'll first initially trap off the window of Cold Tower. Might double
This
trap it
could be
inside
hard
and
for the
outside.
survivors.
Yeah, we already got NUJ working on one on the opposite side. Actually, on the opposite side of Snar. So if Snar goes over there to secure it, NUJ is going to be the first found here. He does hear a heartbeat and he breaks off that gen.
This reminds me of the first game of last year's game when Lithuanian played Hag
Yeah.
on this map.
Oh yeah, Lithuanian Hag. Snar looking around that generator NUJ was working on. Here's a broken gen cross map. I think that was the gen Reborn and Equing were working on. Snar's elected to go look after that. Might spot Equing here at the pallet. Equing throws down the pallet a little too early. 360 Snar successfully, which is surprising. Reborn continues to work on that single gen, while Snar continues to try to lock down this 3-gen, with Equing running right back into Snar. Equing getting the pallet stun on Snar, finding Reborn in either Reborn or someone else because they're twinning. It's NUJ.
Equing trying to juke out Snar a couple times.
So far, 2 pallets have gone down. Not good pallets management by these guys. 3 pallets. And killer stun by NUJ on Snar. Jimmy almost 99 the gen in Shack. Equing searching a chest in the Cold Tower. Reborn running around to find a generator. And Snar broke off NUJ to trap some more. He finds a survivor though. It's still NUJ. Out of gen, goes for the lunge, gets pallet stun, gets the pallet out of the way though. Triggers 2 traps by the Cold Tower. Baits out the
generator
pallet.
control is so useful, so needed in this match.
Yeah, they've already taken out a lot of the traps that he has set. So
A lot of pallets broken as well.
Yeah, so they're both survivors and him don't have a lot to work with, but he actually has a good, even a 4-gen strat right now because the gens on this side are close knit and works well with the Hag especially. NUJ still in Snar's heartbeat radius, injured though, crouching around because he knows there's traps around. Jimmy and Equing, Jimmy and Equing working on 1 gen out in the front by the Cold Tower. I'm surprised Snar hasn't found it. NUJ still getting chased by Snar again. NUJ just tossing these pallets down like it's nobody's business, wasting them. Snar placing a trap in kind of a weird position. And NUJ goes to trigger it. Snar takes the bait. As the rest of the survivors just work towards 99ing gens, Equing exchanging a toolbox with Reborn. That's always nice to see. NUJ and Snar still going around the same pallet. Not being thrown, not being down. NUJ going down because of it though. Got max boldness from that already. Max circle at least.
Now it's just the stalling game.
Yeah, there's already 3 gens. This game is going really fast for what the objective of it is, and Schnarr's not really on top of it at all, placing 2 traps around NUJ.
Did I just see that some of the survivors saboed hooks?
I think so. I think Reborn did.
Okay, that could be very useful in this match.
Very, but I don't know if Schnarr spots out the 3-gen or what he's doing to counteract it, but all survivors are on the rescue attempt now. Trying the window fake on Schnar doesn't work. The fake out though works. Schnar going for the lunge on the pallet, doesn't get it. Gets the pallet, Jay gets the pallet stun. J is double healing with Reborn to fix up Equine. Equine gets hit again.
J is already maxed on boldness.
I'm pretty sure yes. I think he needs no more boldness. I think he needs objective and altruism. Equine goes down. In front of Coal Tower. Is Coal Tower the I don't think Coal Tower is the basement. I think Shack is. But the gens on that side are done, so there's no reason to be over there.
Yep.
Reborn looking at Equine for the rescue. Schnar placing a trap, breaking a pallet. Jay working on a gen with Jimmy. Equine just hanging around.
It's very important for them to 99 gens so they don't get 3 gen strategy.
Yeah, they still he still has the 3 gen, but a lot of these generators are 99 already, so he's gonna have to start kicking them in and putting the pressure on the survivors right now, or his game is gonna be cut short by a lot.
Sure is.
Equine triggers the trap that he set, that Schnar set for him, and goes down again to it. Schnar's not going to pick him up though, because that is the new rule. You cannot double hook the same survivor twice. So he has to go find someone else. Jimmy trying to fake Schnar out with the AW, or AD. Doesn't work. Schnar gets the hit. Jimmy going to go down here. No pallets to work with and no windows really. Reborn is continuously saboing hooks to get that boldness, I assume. Doesn't want to play with Killer. NUJ on a 50% gen. Equine got off a gen. While Jimmy is hooked. So no one on gens right now. Equine gets the unhook on Jimmy. Schnar is back, downs Jimmy again, triggers the trap. Schnar kicks in the gen, Equine runs into Schnar. Gets raking up those protection. Wow, Equine 360s Schnar. Tries it again, fails. We'll be hooking Equine here right in front of Jimmy. NUJ comes in and Reborn looks from afar. Reborn gets stuck between a hill and some boxes. Great play.
Stuff happens.
Equine goes on hook. Jimmy got up by NUJ for the full heal. They don't stop the gen from getting the rest unless they did already. Equine on his second hook. They are pretty close to him, so he can sit there for a while. None of them working on gens actively. Schnar retrapping the window in the coal tower as he doesn't chase NUJ up there.
It's really hard to escape a good hag.
Yeah, it's also really hard for the hag to kind of keep in the contact, but they have exhausted a lot of the pallets on this side of the map, so they really don't have anything to work with, and don't think they have a lot of jungle gyms either. Yeah, on the side they're at right now, from looking at Reborn's perspective, cannot see a single pallet in sight. Reborn does trigger a trap at the gen. Schnar notices it, doesn't take it, and just walks away. Interesting. Schnar will spot both Equine and Reborn, getting the Phantasm trap bonus on Equine.
You could also say the survivors weren't lucky with the chests.
Yeah, they weren't really lucky with the layout of the gens either, but they're playing pretty well for what it is. For a second, it looked like Equing dead-hearted him, but didn't. Snarf missing 2 swings on Equing as he gets 180 by him. Equing looping him around. Oh, 1 jungle gem here. We'll probably go down here if he tries to window. No, it doesn't. Snarf misses again on Equing. And Jimmy is in the cold tower cleansing a totem. Reborn crouching around a gen, and AJ working on a gen. Top of the cold tower.
They could possibly pop the 2 gens.
It could. I don't know. I don't know how a lot of their objectives are looking. I'm pretty sure NEJ doesn't have a lot of objective. I know Reborn found a toolbox and worked on hooks to get her boldness, but now she's working on gens.
Jimmy found a medkit as well.
So Jimmy and Equing repairing the coal tower generator. Yeah, Equing is half on objective and 75 on bold. Equing triggers the hex trap.
It's also hard to cooperate since there are no microphones allowed.
And Equing 360 Snar twice. 3 times. The 4th finally connects. The other survivors are just doing this thing while Equing counter runs Snar around with 1 hill. And
yeah,
360s him again.
Equing is stalling the game for the others.
Two 360s from Equing here. 3 360s from Equing in the session, and Equing finally goes down. Got 900 chase points for that. As Reborn and NEJ work on the same generator on the opposite side.
Well, that was fun to watch.
Yeah. Jimmy looks like he's gonna pop the coal tower generator, definitely breaking up his 3-gen strat. Are they? They're not gonna pop. It looks like the final gen. Snar spots Jimmy on the side of the coal tower. Snar missing the hit on him. Breaks off it.
They could have popped right now.
Hits a hit on Jimmy around the coal tower. Jimmy looks like we'll go into the coal tower as they get Equing up. Reborn on that. Jay running around generators, stopping any aggression, triggering also traps. Wow, I missed that, but looks like Jimmy got the pallets done, but it was one of those where it connected too late. Equing runs in on a newly fresh trap to just pop it and kind of frustrate Schnar there. Jimmy going into the basement, back hook.
Oh boy.
Not back hook for some reason. As Equing stays around the boxes by the window.
Now the question is, should they pop it right now or just form some points?
Only 2 people are dead on hook, yes, I believe so. Equing 360s in the coal tower. But Schnar gets a hit on him. Breaks the safe pallet with the treads, runs to the opposite side while probably Reborn goes in for the rescue. Jay down there, probably the double heal here. Snar setting up more traps as he goes to Equing. I think he's just going to kill Equing here, and then that's when they pop the 2 gens. Yeah. What definitely Snar's lacking is sacrifice. He has full deviousness, full hit, or full brutality and full hunter points, but not max in any of them. This will kill Equing.
Yep.
So he's about
possibly say goodbye to Equing.
80% on the sacrifice. I don't know if this will prompt the rest of them to pop the gens and get out, or tempt their fate. Get a little nice underground shot there for some reason. Yeah, Jimmy popping a trap near the middle of the map. Schnar takes it, hides around a pallet, gets hit with it, and stuns Schnar on the same side. Jimmy running around the left side of the shack now.
They were
Reborn
lost
and NUJ.
so many pallets.
They have little to none pallets left in this map, so Schnar can just really focus on one of them and not take anything else into consideration. Will definitely go down. Jimmy goes into the coal tower to the right side.
Well, once they pop and open the gates,
Yeah,
they will have to run to the gates without any pallets.
Yeah, NUJ pops
And
the
if
final
they're
gen
hit,
there.
so
Yeah, you're right. Looks like Reborn and Jay will respectively get doors, I'm pretty sure. Reborn opening one on the right
they'll
side.
have to leave instantly as well.
Schnar traps one door, goes back. NUJ sees him place it, so he's just going to crouch over it and open it. Jimmy is still injured, but he self-cares with that yellow medkit he opened in a chest. Got actually good survival points from that. Reborn takes a hit. The door's not open yet. Except, oh, it's 99, but Schnar grabs her off of it. This will be Reborn's first hook. It was literally 99. That's so anguishing. Hatch is actually right next to this hook, so Reborn will spot that and anyone who goes to save her. Schnar goes to trap that exit gate. I'm pretty sure NUJ opened the other gate. It triggers a trap by a generator and another generator and the same gate. So yes, that exit gate is open. Jimmy runs in for the save on Reborn. Schnar spots NUJ.
Now the question is, who will go for the hatch? Even if they will go.
I believe Reborn wants it because she found it. But Schnar is coming back to it. Will they get the heal off in time? They won't. He can't hook Reborn again, but she is slugged. Now Jimmy and Schnar are engaged in chase. NUJ has to kind of sneak in here and heal Reborn. Good thing Jimmy's leading them away.
They could just leave now and leave the hatch to Reborn.
They also could do that. But it looks like NUJ still needs altruism, so he's willing to go for this.
Risky plays.
Jimmy got hit outside Shack, and then Schnar broke off to go back to the hook where Reborn was. Spots Reborn again, I think, yes.
Now they have to leave.
The red light is really broken from my perspective on the survivors. It looks like a strobe light, so I can't tell if he sees them or not. Schnar will go for NUJ instead of getting the second attack on Reborn. Gets the Phantasm hit though, which will boost his deviousness up further. He has the Max Hunter and the Max Brutality, I believe. So he doesn't have a lame score at all. He could just use a lot more sacrifice.
But the survivors have to leave.
Yeah,
the gates are open.
They have to leave soon here because they are all injured, and I think NUJ is dead on hook. Reborn is not, and Jimmy is not.
I'm pretty sure Jimmy is dead on hook.
He finds the double para here. We'll go for NUJ here. We'll gladly go for the... Oh, he's going to slug because I think he is dead on hook. The opposite go for Jimmy as well. Breaks off Jimmy. Will he just go for the hook? He will. So, NUJ, I'm pretty sure, is dead on hook. Jimmy circling the coal tower. Reborn off somewhere else. Doing what? I don't know. No, NUJ's second hook. Okay. So, if anyone needs altruism, they should go for him because Reborn isn't dead on hook, and Jimmy might be. So they definitely can go for this, but Snar's gonna lock that up like a safe because the basement and the two exit gates are all in a line, so he doesn't have to go far. He can just patrol both exit gates and the coal tower.
It now depends on the survivors. Will they be altruistic or not? They're all injured as well.
Snar traps one of the exit gates while Reborn finds Jimmy and heal each other up. I think this isn't going to work though because they need to get in there now for him not to die. They're going to just have to dive bomb. Reborn gives the signal for him to dive bomb. But there goes Jimmy, fearless. He won't get in time. He will die on hook before he gets there. Well, Jimmy goes down for naught. He will get hit by Snar. The survivor's got to leave now. He might actually go down. Jimmy might go down again. Reborn takes the locker. He will go down again. And he will hook Jimmy because why not? And Reborn sits
getting stun on the boxes.
Reborn sits in the locker for that sweet, sweet hatch. So she'll get 7k for that. Jimmy dead on hook. Wow. That misplay was so big for Snar. Get those sack points up. But Snar, I'm pretty sure, knows where hatch is too, and he does. Will the hatch open in time before... No, it won't! It won't! Reborn!
No, the downtime.
Reborn gets picked up at hatch. She should have just stayed in the locker. And Snar ends up getting the 4k, and I think he got 32k. He got like 31,500 because they didn't say... No, it's like 31 or 30.
Away from that escape. Oh, it was sure close.
Wow. What an interesting game at the end there. Wow. So, Jimmy on top with the survivors. Pretty low scores from the survivors. Jimmy 33.3k. NUJ 20.1. Equing 14.2. Reborn 12.4. And Snar 31,400. Alright, we are in, and Pork Chop is playing Trapper. They all seem to spawn in the killer shack, so around each other where basement is. Reborn
really lucky spawns.
Equing. Jimmy finds a chest right off the bat as well. NUJ starts on a generator outside the coal tower, where Bacon is heading to killer shack, and he will hear the chest opening, I think. He must hear those footsteps. Those are right next to him. He hears something. He knows someone's around, but he can't pinpoint it. He doesn't know that they're in the killer shack. And Equing is running down the stairs at the killer shack because he knows that he's around. Same with Jimmy. Jimmy is around a broken wall as he just watched Pork Chop run around him. I also love spectating, being able to see the floating trap move cross map from the Spectre's point of view. Bacon, thinking people are around when they are not, he goes to a gen that has been worked on, scans the area, can't find anyone. It's Reborn and he finds NUJ actually, Pork Chop. Pork Chop respects the pallet, NUJ throws it down, doesn't get the killer stun, wastes the pallet. Throws down another pallet with no killer stun, and Pork Chop is electing not to throw it down, but he mind games NUJ a little bit. He'll get the hit here, hopefully. He will connect. The rest of the survivors are all three-manning a generator by a hill, as Bacon continues his hunt for NUJ. NUJ looping around the singular pallet that he has left.
A lot of pellets will go down.
Bacon needs to... Bacon is kind of playing the Bloodlust King right now because he has not broken a single pallet. Sort of tries to respect that pallet and then late second doesn't, so NUJ throws the pallet in his face to get that 1k. Meanwhile, raking up the boldness. Reborn and the rest of the gang are just going around in bunches, three-manning gens, and Pork Chop goes for a swing there because he thinks he's going to go over that pallet, but NUJ mind games him to the other pallet. NUJ tries it again, doesn't work this time on Pork Chop. Now Pork Chop should break all these pallets, thank you Pork Chop. And NUJ will get hooked. Equing and Co, except for Jimmy, set up for the save. But Porkchop spots Equing, I think. No? Okay. Doesn't spot Equing. Reborn right behind him. Porkchop picks up NUJ to go for hook. 1 gen done and 2 gens being worked on right now. They're gonna body block for him, and I think he will wiggle out. He will wiggle out from that, I'm pretty sure. He does wiggle out just in time from the final block from Reborn right there. That's great teamwork. He does get 3 hits out of it though, Porkchop does, so I don't know if that's really... They get the save, but is it a fair trade? Porkchop seemingly loses them though, except for Jimmy, which he finds. Jimmy tries a 360, really too late, gets hit by it. No pals to work with, so Porkchop will just take a free down and get the hook. They won't be able to body block this time because they're all injured, so that actual first play kind of worked out for Porkchop's favor.
Kind of, only.
NUJ working in the coal tower generator. Reborn by the coal tower, the water tower. Porkchop sees... Who does he see? NUJ. Goes around the pallet. NUJ tries to almost 72 him there, but ends up on the wrong side of the pallet, wasting a pallet, and not getting a killer stun and going down. So, there you have it.
Nice try.
NUJ going on the hook outside the coal tower. Equing getting patched up by Jimmy. Reborn cleansing a totem. She has a spooky flashlight. She's running towards kind of where Porkchop is. Porkchop scanning the inside of the coal tower. Kicks in the coal tower generator. Sees scratch marks. Sees the... Gets the down on NUJ. I hope he realizes he cannot hook NUJ again. But we'll go for Equing. Equing tries to 360 him, but Porkchop gets the hit. Porkchop's really good with counteracting the 360s by like swinging and then moving left. Nice. Equing gets the pallet stun on Bacon, the reversal. Bacon kind of mind gaming Equing there with a bait swing, causing Equing to throw down a pallet that he didn't need to. Bacon will bloodlust here and get the down on Equing on the hill. Equing looks like he got stuck. Reborn.
When you have people getting stuck.
It's a very... It's a very strange trap to be laying, but, you know, who am I? Porkchop will spot NUJ again, and NUJ will be looping around the same pallets Equing tried to. And Porkchop didn't break that pallet that Equing threw down, so now it will. So NUJ... He goes back after the unhook. Equing with the sort of tauntingness of the trap disarm, but runs right back into Porkchop. So that's a little bit of sweet justice from that. Reborn, thinking Porkchop would swing back on her, throws on the pallet, but gets the killer blind as Porkchop tries to break the pallet. Does. Then finding the hit on Jimmy. Jimmy healing up with his spooky medkit, but will run out. Equing finds help, will get healed by Reborn here, so good play by her. Porkchop comes back though, tries to swing on Reborn, misses. Is in pursuit of Reborn, hits that time, almost full brutality, full circle.
It seems that they're just going back and forward.
Yeah, right now none of them are like working on generators, and Porkchop is just kind of ramping up his hunter and brutality points. They're all around the same area, like none of them have broken off, And this is just like some...
Survivors aren't getting much just from altruism and boldness.
Yeah, Equing goes down at the pallet and breaks finally that last pallet of those 2 pallet right there. Porkchop goes back to where he was hooked. Can't hook Equing again because he was already hooked. So he's just slugged right now. But everyone is finally being healed up, it seems. Equing goes down at... Oh, Equing 360s in there, but fails to the second one.
It also seems that Bacon hasn't trapped anyone yet.
No, so his deviousness is really lacking. Jimmy just decided to do the smart thing, break off. Who's injured but was repairing a generator. InuJ runs up to Porkchop and Equing with a flashlight as Porkchop just leaves Equing on the ground but falls back to get the hit on InuJ, hopefully here in a second. Yes, he does. Reborn watching from the water tower to hopefully patch him up just in time, but he will go down again surely here. No, misses Equing again. And the 360 pays off again for Equing, except for the second time again. So almost always gets the first ones off, and the second one he failed. Jimmy almost at the... I don't know if he'll 99 this one or 100 it. Probably 100. But he's almost complete with that generator. InuJ outside of the coal tower. As Porkchop's inside breaking the generator. Reborn also working on the generator outside that tower. Didn't continue to work on it, just broke off. Is going to go heal Equing, who's already being healed by Jimmy.
I think getting objectives now would be better than just getting altruism and boldness.
Yeah, because they have exhausted so many pallets already, and a lot of the generators haven't really been worked on. Porkchop has actually had really good gen management so far. The survivor's finally getting healed up here, except for Jimmy, who Porkchop notices and will go straight forward, ignoring Equing and Reborn it was. Misses the swing on Jimmy though. And Jimmy might be able to get to the track pallet in time, but doesn't. Goes down outside there.
Bacon
Equing,
and Jimmy.
Equing is set up for the pallet save. But Pork just wants to go around, and Equing messes up the body block, which probably would have gotten Jimmy out. But Equing just ran up behind Porkchop. I don't know if Porkchop noticed. He didn't. He gets the quick save, which is sort of interesting, and Porkchop just decides to keep placing that trap instead of stopping. InuJ working on the coal tower while Reborn works on one outside the front door of it. 99 or pop maybe. So gens are being not completed, but 99. So there goes Reborns. InuJ at about 80%. Jimmy running Porkchop around the shack. And Pork has finally broken the shack pallet that was thrown down.
Survivors are soon going to pop the 4th gen.
I'm not sure. They don't have a lot. I don't think between a lot of them, because they've been, except for the start of the game when 3 of them were on 1 gen, they don't have a lot of objective. And they have a lot of altruism, but they've exhausted a lot of pallets. Jimmy goes down. I think Pork was already on hook, so he can't really rehook him. But so he can't really do that. Jimmy is dead on hook. Okay.
Best idea.
So Jimmy is dead now.
Well,
wow. While Jay throws him around the pallet, and Porkchop notices this. Kind of mind games InuJ a little bit, but InuJ was faster on it. Reborn and Reborn. God. Wow. Equing working on a gen solo while Porkchop looks around, and Reborn is in the terror radius of that, so it's InuJ. InuJ and Reborn meet up. Equing still continues. Porkchop is now... He's kind of really given up on placing traps, and yeah, as you said, he hasn't gotten a trap yet, so he has literally no deviousness.
he could miss out on like severe points if he won't trap anything.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think Bacon is really accustomed to trapper because one, he just isn't placing enough traps, and two, his trap placement isn't very on point at all. Just placing kind of random spots and hoping something will stick. Reborn and InuJ are dueling a generator.
On the survivors.
They are 99 in the gen. They don't go for the pop despite Jimmy being dead. So it's brave on their part, maybe because they know they have little to none. Equing almost stepped in that trap pork chop place, but at the last second he stopped. I honestly cannot believe. Pork chop hears this and goes right up there as InuJ and Reborn, who have pretty much the exact same outfit and the exact same flashlight, except for Reborn has the spooky one. Equing gets chased out of the tower as Bacon goes down and places a second trap at the bottom of the stairs. Equing is there to run up and disarm it. I think Pork may have... Pork, hello? You're kidding me, right? What? Hold on. So, Pork Chop checks the same locker twice, and Equing then gets in that locker as Pork Chop steps in his own trap that he put on seconds earlier. Great. Equing sneaks past these two traps as this obstacle course. The Pork Chop comes back as Reborn works on another generator outside. Heartbeat radius. Reborn has full objective. Pork is on the scene to find her. But Will here, or that's InuJ. If these guys could wear different things, that'd be great. Gets the killer stun on Pork Chop. Gets the killer blind on him as well. And they pop the last generator. Pork Chop knows where the hatch is though, and I don't think they do. Equing disarms both the traps laid down previously, loses InuJ, and can't find Reborn. So I think he's in protecting mode now. He spots Equing in the distance. He also sees someone else. Will he go for Equing, or you see? I think this is Reborn. Yeah, he finds Reborn around the same side. That's just bad timing. Gets the hit on Reborn. He has max brutality and Hunter. So this should be a down because there is absolutely no pallets left here.
Still lacking deviousness.
The door might be open here, and if they body block well, Reborn could get out, but Reborn doesn't go for it. Bacon swings and misses as Reborn
don't have any pallets as well.
Continues on. And Pork Chop is just whiffing all his swings now.
Oh.
He is Reborn manages to find one of the few pallets left in the map, and Reborn is just mind gaming around as Equing comes in to try to tank him. Pork Chop pushes InuJ out, and Equing has to leave now too. So Reborn is just left in the map injured. So she needs to either circle back fast enough to get out or find hatch, but Pork Chop knows where hatch is, and I'm pretty sure the other door isn't open.
Or just mind game him, go to the hatch and then go to the exit.
I think that's what she is doing. She is elected to just go through the exit gate.
Bacon is waiting at the hatch in an attempt to bait him.
Reborn is probably deciding whether or not to leave or...
She has to leave.
That's a spooky ghost. Alright, spooky ghost over. Can you leave now? Thank you. Alright, she leaves. GG. Scores are pretty even across the board this game, with Equing getting 22.9, J getting 22.6, Reborn 21.2, Jimmy with 13.9, so pretty much 14, and Bacon getting 20k. Dragonator's playing Myers. So,
Oh, perfect.
We're getting spooky up in here. NJ starts off working on a gen in the trees by the log pile. Reborn finds Equine in the coal tower, while Jimmy's on the top. NJ gets hit, because I don't think they were expecting a Myers, so NJ gets hit outside there. Looping Draconator around here. Draconator baits the pallet, NJ throws it, and there's a pallet wasted.
Already.
He's still tier 1, so there's no heartbeat, no communication either, so the rest of them don't know it's Myers, except for now. NJ, they'll probably hear his cries, and they'll be like, oh, it's Spook Man. Equine gets the pallet stun on Myers, but Myers gets the hit on him, and Equine kind of plays him there a little bit. Draconator seems disinterested in him. Jimmy just walks to the stairs and goes down, almost going down willingly. Basement is
That's weird.
in the tower, so he's going to be hooked in basement, back hook probably. Reborn cleansing a totem on the hill outside there. Equine going in the tower to the generator. Very guts move there. Draconator leaving. NJ working on a gen on the other side of the map.
So looking for a save.
He should 99 that gen. Jimmy just hanging about, having a good time. Equine kind of just running around the tower while Draconator stays in the tower. He is tier 2 now, so his radius is fine. Doesn't have a lot of stock. We'll see NJ working on that gen, but doesn't chase. Kicks in the gen, then goes to chase. NJ has him in between pallets. Draconator will stalk him for probably 99%, I'd say, stock. But here comes the loop of pallets, so Reborn and Co. go upstairs.
Once again, we will see some pallets being wasted.
Yep. NJ throws out a pallet, gets the killer stun, leaves that area though, so Dragonator gives chase, leads him right back to the coal tower where everyone is 3-manning that generator.
We have to be careful because of the level 3 Myers.
Yeah, the level 3 is going to come out here and these guys are going to get caught. It's Equine looks like
he's going to be a very fast game.
What he doesn't pop the tier 3. Equine gets hit.
Oh, it didn't activate.
Or Jimmy gets hit.
That
blinds him. Tier 3's gets NUJ down, looks for the second, he spots Equine and Reborn. Reborn dropping out of the window and Equine going out the window, they collide, and one of them's gonna go down here, he's gonna choose Equine here. Equine tries the 360, gets the 360 off. Connects the second one, just in the last bit of his attack animation. NUJ's recovering, Reborn goes for the save. Jimmy pops a generator at the side. Draconator goes up though, spots Reborn, and NUJ misses the hit, gets a hit again on NUJ, and we'll
this can be a very fast game.
We'll hook NUJ as Reborn picks up Equine, and same with Jimmy. So they will all be healed here. Tier 3 is gone, no stock. So that's good. The deviousness is happening, the sacrifice is happening, he's kicking in gens. Not a lot of gens are being worked on at all. Yeah,
It's
they're
a
all
well-balanced game.
Yeah, they're all just kind of running around. Eckwing feeding him stock. He has full stock. Won't pop it. Will pop it for Eckwing because I think he's tired of him. Gets Eckwing down right outside the basement. They go in. Reborn and Jimmy go in for the save. Double heal maybe, or the.
No, the double heal wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, the double heal won't. They are going to leave the basement, but NUJ is going to go down here and possibly Jimmy. Reborn is actually still in the basement in one of the lockers. So, mind gamed a little bit. Jimmy is going to go down here, I'm pretty sure. No, he finds a safe pallet, so he should be good in time for Reborn to save Eckwing and heal up NUJ. Reckonator goes back. No, he's still on the hunt for Jimmy. Everyone getting nice and healed up. Jimmy has no juice in his flashlight left, so there's nothing you'll be able to do. Dragonator
Once again,
finds Jimmy. Yeah, very balanced right now. Like, point progression on both sides seems to be good. Dragonator expecting a safe or him to linger at the pallet, but he doesn't. So Jimmy's just making miles on him right now. Dragonator follows him though pretty carefully. Oh, Jimmy getting the pallets done off. They finally popped the coal tower generator, so there's no business being there anymore. So basement is going to be less of a play. Dragonator stalking Jimmy for pretty much 99. Dragonator. Mind games are trying to be played right now between Jimmy and Dragonator, which will. He's just gathering bloodlust right now, so Jimmy needs to start walking, but Dragonator will get the down as Reborn, NUJ, and Eckwing, 3-man generators. So generators are getting done, and their objective is going up substantially. They're going to pop this one, or Reborn doesn't want them to pop it, but I think they are going to. No, they're not. Eckwing might. Eckwing popped it, and they didn't want him to, though. So, this is interesting. Draconator pops the tier 3, but misses the swing on NUJ. Spotting out Eckwing again, or Reborn. Gets Eckwing down right at Jimmy. Picks Eckwing up. That would have been bad if he didn't, because then we got 2 people there. Both NUJ and Reborn go in. But I think Draconator turned around to see and spotted.
It's Eckwing's second hook, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, so Eckwing and Jimmy are now dead on hook. If they get hooked, or if Eckwing doesn't get saved, this is death hook. Reborn has not been hooked, and I think NUJ has been hooked once. So their lifelines are going down. NUJ gets down at the pallet there. He's still to tier 3. A little bit left in there. He manages to get that with Dragonator.
Made good use of it.
Yeah, and NUJ will be hooked, and they're kind of hooked right next to each other, so this is... Yeah, NUJ is now in struggle state. Got, Dragonator will spot out Reborn and stalk her up a bit. Jimmy heals up Eckwing, and they go in for the save on NUJ. As Dragonator just continuously stalks Reborn. Dragonator has full, almost full deviousness and Hunter and brutality, so he just needs to cap those and it'll be good. He has, I'd say he has full sacrifice. No, he's a little under sacrifice because he needs to still sacrifice Reborn. Reborn throwing down that pallet, trying to mind game. Reborn will go down. He misses the hit on Reborn there. There's no pallet to go there. He pops the tier 3 on Reborn even though she's injured. I guess to try just to get the deviousness full. Reborn going down. NUJ, Eckwing pops that generator. They're all three on the same generator in Shack. So Jackinator dealing with Reborn, putting her on hook, and this should, they're either gonna just quickly pop this, or one of them's gonna hop off.
Yeah, they're just going to get objective points. Well, they're getting chased.
Jackinator is kind of lounging around the side thinking he'll spot someone, but he beelines it for the Shack. He's gonna notice it's popped. T3's still up, so we might spot someone out here. NUJ in a locker, or NUJ in the Shack gets spotted. Someone went into the locker. Reborn's still on hook. Jimmy in locker. Eckwing beelining for Reborn. As NUJ goes down, and NUJ's dead on hook. This is his death hook.
I have to be very careful.
Jimmy might get the save, but Jimmy kind of messes up and shows himself there. If he didn't show himself, he would have gotten that 100%. But NUJ is going to be dead because of that. That could have been his save, but Jimmy messed up royal. So NUJ is dead, so the pressure is on to probably pop a gen and get out of here.
Yep.
Reborn saboing for boldness.
It's the last resort for points.
Yeah, I don't agree with it because it's one less person on a gen and one less person running around the killer. But if it comes into play as you can do that and save people from being hooked, then sure.
I myself think that 99ing them and saboing them when somebody's near, that's the good play, but...
Yeah. You run the risk though, if someone pops the last gen, you effectively don't get those points because you don't get points for saboing after gates are powered. Eckwing crouching around. Draconator spots him. Eckwing has one pallet in this area to work with, and that's all he's got. But I think he messed up there and will go down here. So he will. So Eckwing will be dead on hook. Reborn's cleansing a totem. Jimmy passed the 50% mark on the generator, which he will definitely pop.
The pressure is on.
He has the bad side of the basement, so he has to take the long way, which he's at 50% wiggle. Eckwing is, and he won't get out. But Draconator knows this, so he's just gonna put him up top and try to just get him down quickly enough. But he will just take the window downstairs and get away. Reborn wanting to hook, but she cannot sabo now because points will not count. So she knows this goes to the exit gate. Steals the exit gate from Jimmy. Eckwing goes down, or goes to that pallet once again at the other exit gate. Goes down at that same pallet.
It's so hard without communication.
Yeah.
I mean, you cannot make a solid play without communication, so...
Yeah. The one exit gate is open now due to Reborn. Jimmy running to go pick up Eckwing.
I mean, it's Eckwing's dead hook, so...
Yeah. So Draconator goes to the open exit gate, tries to spot someone out, but they're all running to Eckwing, and he won't find it. Jimmy is opening the gate. Will Draconator run back to the exit gate in time to get this? Does he have enough stock on all of them to get open? But the exit gate will be open by the time he gets there, so he can only pop tier 3 and maybe not get a hit.
Yeah, that is a possibility.
Oh, this is going to be close. He just decides to go for the hit, doesn't go for any stock on Jimmy. Knows Eckwing's around. Will hit him here too, if he can.
So close.
Eckwing is essentially on ice skates with his moves, and he has that full stock, so he can't. He cannot pop his tier 3 off. He has max brutality and Hunter here shortly.
Yeah, they're just gonna try to escape now.
Reborn with the cleansing totem to get the boldness is in no order to save Eckwing. They're both just cleansing totems. Eckwing will die here.
Yeah.
Unless Reborn can hop the window and... Nope, it's not happening.
Nope.
Reborn's got to be careful here. I think she's the one survivor he can stalk and pop tier 3, but I think she's just beelining out. She's at the threshold.
She's dead.
Drekinator's stalking her. Oh, pops the tier 3. Reborn did a little crit and gets the hit.
What?
Everyone is out, and that's the game. So Jimmy on top that game, an improvement from last game. So Jimmy gets the top score there with 25,000. Reborn comes in second, so that's good from most of her games she had. With 23.6. NUJ with 16.3. Eckwing with 15.9. And Drekinator 28.4. So Snar right now is the lead of this bracket right now in terms of today's games with the 31-6, and Red's up next, so if she can get that 32, she'll be leader. Red goes as Hag, probably from that Schnar play earlier, but she plays Hag and starts by the Coal Tower. Reborn and Eckwing start in the shack. Jimmy outside the shack, and NUJ by the Coal Tower. Maybe he spotted Red as Hag. Red laying down traps pretty much in and all around. Pretty smart trap right there. Outside the window. Here's the totem break. Knows someone's around.
Once again, a pretty lucky spawns.
Yeah, the 3 of them working on gens. NUJ gets the killer stun on Red. Throws down another pallet that doesn't get.
Isn't this the second game in a row that NUJ and Jimmy has spawned in the shack?
NUJ didn't spawn in the shack. Reborn did. They're wearing the same clothing, so I get where you're coming from. It's really hard. I always think, oh, it's it's Reborn, but no, it's NUJ. Or no, it's NUJ. No, that's just Reborn. But
okay.
Red finds Eckwing outside the water tower. Gets a hit on him. As traps get triggered, so the defense is slowly going up. Eckwing 360s Red around a tree, and then 360s back right into her face and a rock. So he goes down. NUJ searches his chest in the coal tower as Reborn cleanses the totem outside the water tower, and Jimmy works on one outside the water tower, or next to the water tower. Replacing 2 traps, not right next to Eckwing, but in the surrounding area where a survivor would likely come from. 3 traps now. So she's Fort Knoxing this. Reborn sees all these traps though and knows where they're gonna be. And so does someone else. But Eckwing Kobe's. Eckwing Kobe's from the hook, runs into a trap, and another chase ensues.
It's also common sense to crouch when you're playing against Hag.
Yes. Absolutely. Red mind games Eckwing here. She can't hook him again, but she will slug him. As Reborn, I'm pretty sure, is still in the area, and if Red had looked the other way, she would have seen Reborn, but she didn't. And Reborn is just crouching around, line of sighting him, or her. Reborn corrupts up for the heal on Eckwing, giving him a nod. Jimmy and Red will spot NUJ at the top of the tower as Red gets a hit on him. Out the window he goes. Not into a trap because it was already triggered. But right outside where he went is Jimmy working on the gen. NUJ
Once
running.
again, another balanced game.
Yeah, balanced right now. Everyone is pallet looping their mind off right now against Hag. They have a jungle gym to work with. Jimmy does, so Jimmy will do that. Jimmy goes to the safe pallet on the outside of the coal tower. Red giving chase. Red breaks off. NUJ gets healed inside the coal tower by Reborn. As Jimmy still getting chased by Red. Goes back for the pallet stun, throws it down, gets the stun, but Red gets the connect hit on him. So he is down. As Eckwing fast vaults to bait Red back as Reborn goes in for the heal, it seems. NUJ getting chased around a tire tread. Red mind gamed him here. Red spots Eckwing trying to heal up Jimmy, so she will just pick up Jimmy, take the free hit, get Jimmy, and hook him. Reborn 99's the gen on top of Cold Tower, looking for the person who's injured. Sees Eckwing but doesn't see NUJ. Red traps to the right of Jimmy, goes straight back, and then traps again actually. They are doing gens at a much faster rate this game, but Red will spot Reborn right by the tire tread. Don't know if she saw her earlier or late, but Eckwing is on the tire tread now. She spots NUJ going in for the save. The trap gets triggered, but the save wasn't going to happen, I don't think. It was just a bait.
It was a nice try, though.
NUJ goes down. NUJ will get hooked again. And the trade will happen from Eckwing saving Jimmy, hopefully any moment now. There goes the save, the heal up. Reborn is in the basement, getting a med kit, switching a chest, hopefully for a med kit. Gets a toolbox, so she'll probably be on her Sabo game again. If she's smart about the Saboing, she should do the ones that have been hooked already, like those two in the corner. Red continues trapping around. Jimmy sets off one. So does Eckwing. Red gets a hit on Eckwing, so that's probably the Phantasm bonus. Jimmy gets spotted. Also, so does Reborn in the corner for some reason. Why is she there injured? Eckwing goes down as well. Jimmy gets hit. The heal tries to come out. Red
today.
Red knows that she can't down him because that's game and that would just be bad, but she picks up Reborn, gets the hit on Eckwing again, will hook Reborn.
Just the blood.
These are just... wow. These plays right now. Jimmy getting chased around the pallet, goes down, and he throws down the pallet. That was probably leg right there. But he is down. Red is going to pick up Eckwing, and Reborn signaling for NUJ to get over there and heal or take her off the hook, as they will double heal Jimmy.
Shifting into Red's direction.
Oh, absolutely. Now Red opts to just
winning, but not in the point section.
Yeah, Red opts to trap first, then go back, which is I'd want to get back as soon as possible, but whatever. Now I have no pallet to work with except for this one pallet. Red baits out from Reborn. Pallet down. Trap trigger gets the Phantasm hit. Baits out the pallet down from Jimmy. Eckwing and Jimmy are in the same area. Eckwing goes down again because he was following Red for some reason. Now they're all running around, so Red knows where they are, spots the blood, sees the blood, she finds Jimmy in the locker. And Jimmy will be hooked in the basement here. It's good tracking by Red. Everyone's still injured, but they all managed to find each other, so they will double heal up here. If they can get out of the one pallet that is blocking them from doing so. Red trapping up basement pretty heftily. I think that is three traps. But everyone is healed, so they should probably need to go in for the save. No one's working on gens, and I think Red is really good about kicking in gens.
So much pressure on the game, so they cannot get any objectives.
Yeah, she is kicking in gens, she is patrolling gens. She goes back when the trap is triggered. Eckwing is there. Jimmy might die here. Echoing runs down just to... No, he doesn't, but he should have in that time. Echoing will get traded here. Red would play that smart. Wanted Echoing to get the unhook from Jimmy, because that's the lost points on her. NUJ goes for the repair on this generator, while Reborn goes in for the lures Red away. Echoing is just recovering in the corner as Jimmy comes back for him. Red kicks in the gen NUJ was working on and goes back. Spots out NUJ, and chase ensues. The pallet use again is like they have exhausted all on this side, and there's just nothing except for pretty much the coal tower window to. And NUJ gets a nice 360 off on Red
again,
there.
you have to be careful about using pallets.
100%. Like, I understand if like they're not respecting pallets and you're just throwing them down and the killer stuns at time after time, but the unnecessary ones you're just throwing down really hurt anyone else who gets chased. Red loses sight of pretty much everyone except I think she spotted someone out in the distance. She did not. She knows people are lingering around the coal tower. Can't figure out where. Spots out Ekwing. Goes to the gen though because she doesn't believe that was him who ran and who popped it. Who was that who popped that? Was it Reborn? I think it was Reborn, and Reborn will get spotted out here. Because Jimmy and NUJ are working on a gen, and Ekwing is working on a gen. So Reborn gets hooked for, I think, the second time. Okay, so second time. So she will be dead on hook after this save. Jimmy is dead on hook. I think Ekwing is struggle, and NUJ is struggle. But Red just setting up traps around the shack, it seems. Patrolling it, seeing if anyone's around. Spots out Ekwing. Hits him instead of Reborn. Gets the trap triggered. And downs Ekwing. NUJ healing Reborn even though she wanted to cleanse the totem first. Ekwing will trade hooks. Ekwing is dead on hook. So Ekwing is dead. He is gone. Goodbye.
Possibly. Oh.
Yeah, he's goodbye. So wow. It's pretty ballsy of him to try to get the rescue after, you know, being dead on hook. Like, Red was still in the area. But pressure is on now to just pop the remaining gens, I think. Reborn searching a chest and someone else cleansing a totem, so they don't seem very panicked about it, but Red finding Jimmy in the coal tower as he will probably loop her around the jungle gym and try to find a pallet, but it looks like all of the pallets are gone. Oh, but here's one pallet. And it's very safe, so he needs to use it. And Red knew that he would go that way, so there's a trap waiting for him. It's very smart trap placement, either from someone who's been hooked there, or just she knew that someone would loop her around there. Jimmy trying to come back for the pallet stun, and Red swings, and he gets the pallet stun, but Red also gets the down. I think that was latency's
could be
doing. But NUJ and Reborn working on the same generator as Jimmy gets hooked and is dead. Red didn't hear them working on the gen as she was chasing. Reborn and NUJ come back to the generator and work on it, probably to pop it.
Two people, one gen.
As Red goes to every other gen, kicks him in. She has max brutality, so she doesn't need that anymore. She probably has almost max deviousness and quite a lot of hunter as well.
It would be the best interest now to trap the exits.
Yeah, she is doing that. I think she has the same exit setup Schnar had in his game. So if they like dowel around for much longer, but Red somehow will see Reborn. Interesting. When Reborn goes the way that Red put a trap, so Red will take the trap and misses the swing on Reborn though. But Reborn will go down here, I think, as she enters a locker and hopes to juke Red, but gets the catch and chase. So Reborn is dead on hook, and NUJ is opening
It's
a
hard
gate.
to juke good killers.
Yeah, Red is playing this really well in terms of her trap placements and just knowing where people are going to be. I think she may have spotted Reborn due to her spooky medkit. And Red is, I think, just placing traps for the deviousness, but yeah, she is doing that because NUJ. But NUJ comes back in to look for Hatch, it seems. If Red only knew he was around that corner. So NUJ knows that she's just doing this for her points, so he will probably just go around looking for Hatch. Which he hears, and will probably get. He does not hear it. NUJ, ears. Hello? Red hears it. What's going on? Oh. It was right there. She's trapping right in front of it, because... Wow. So NUJ is just going to run, gets to the exit gate, going to open that for his points, but Red might go check that. And NUJ sees a totem over there, he might go and cleanse after this exit gate. But Red's gonna see him at the exit gate, gonna push him out here. But she will get a hit on him. Well played.
Good game.
Wow. Intense, to say the least. Good scores from pretty much everyone that game. NUJ coming out on top with 24.7. Jimmy 20.6. Eckwing 17.2. And Reborn 12.1. Red coming in strong with Hag at 28.1. So pretty much up there with every other killer who went today. But yeah, that is the final match of today's matches. So we are back next Saturday, I believe. Don't know the times. It's at Starpoint or look into DCG. I don't know, but we will see you next time.
See ya.